Hello. Uh, Today is March 21st, the official beginning of spring. So I think it's safe time to start your seeds outside. This is my second year starting seeds. And I was very happy with the performance last year. Um, the reason why you would like to start something from seed is first, it's fraction of the cost. It's very cheap. A pack of seed could cost anywhere from um, in a dollar store you can get 4 packs for $1. In a nice seed company you can get up to $5 max is what I paid. um, I buy my seeds from Johnny's Seeds Company, or I buy it in Pikes. I buy it in Dollar Store. I buy it in Lowe's and Home Depot. I pretty much look for the varieties that I can't find in a garden center as a plant, or something a different color, a different variation, and just things that I normally don't have in my garden. So today you will need, if you are interested in starting this project, you will need some containers, and I'm mostly recycling because I do have a ton of these small containers. I keep some of them, I don't keep all of them, but I'm not going to buy a seed starter kit in a store. It's just unnecessary. You can use even this mushroom containers and just poke holes on the bottom, or any plastic container that's kind of deep enough. You can use them. You can use a egg carton. Just utilize and recycle. Try to recycle you know resources that you already have at home. You don't have to make it costly and buy it in a store. So you will need containers. You will obviously need soil, depending on what you're gonna plant. If you want the organic, it's warm and sunny, but it's windy. I hope you can still hear me well. You can get organic. You can get just vegetable garden soil. You can get potting soil, whichever you want. You can get a seed starter soil. I am not particular about any of that. Right now, I bought myself a flower and vegetable garden soil because I do go through the stuff very quickly. This is what I have handy. And this is my box with my seeds. So you will need seeds, containers, soil, water can. And I just started adding the labels for the plants because I plant so much and then I forget what it is in the planter. So to avoid that, you can get these plastic ones, and they normally sell them right where the seeds are. And then you can get them on Amazon too. There are big labels like that too, which are more like, if you want to be like adding some more details. And they sell them on Amazon too. Or you can use this popsicle sticks. The only problem is with popsicle sticks, guess what happens? Because of the moisture, it kind of starts looking not so pretty. If you don't mind the look, you can use these popsicle sticks. If you don't, then you just get the plastic ones. So I'm going to start my project by filling up my containers. And this is I'm doing just because I myself, no matter how much I love the garden, I did not do the seeds for, like I said, the whole time. I would always buy ready plants. But now, after I tried it last year, and it did so well, like things like alyssum, sweet alyssum, and zinnias, and what else? I think I had some marigolds, like little things that normally for like a small pot in a store you will pay $5 or $8. You can get a ton of it from a seed packet. So why not, right? All I'm gonna do is just fill them up right now, and like just a little higher than half of the height of the containers. And then I'm gonna put my seeds. Okay, I'm gonna start with lavender, cosmos, and some dwarf style, dwarf type of dahlias. So I filled up our containers, our little planters, a little bit higher than half. And I'm just gonna go ahead and look how pretty the seeds are. So I will just put a few, give it a little space. Okay, so I put the seeds. Now I just top them with soil and just tap it a little bit so there's not a lot of air. There's no air pockets. Okay, so these 5 are cosmos, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna water it. No, not this one. And I'm gonna immediately write a label so I don't forget it. So you can use a permanent marker. And so this one is Cosmos Bright Lights. Sun to partial shade. Okay. That's it. Now, next one is lavender. You know what? Because this is 5, I'm gonna put them in line so I don't have to make 5 labels. So this row will be all Cosmos. And I know that this row is Cosmos. Now I will need to do lavender. This is English lavender. And I do have like, I don't know, 6, 7 varieties of lavender. But I wanted to see if this is any different. Oh, the seeds are so tiny. Look at the lavender seeds. Okay, so because they're brown, you have to be careful. Just see. I can't really see well. It's too bright here. I'm just gonna spread it, sprinkle it kind of all over. Okay. Now I'm gonna cover it. All right. now I'm gonna make a label. So English lavender, it's full sun. It needs full sun. Okay, that's it. Now I'm gonna water it real quick. And that's it. Pretty much this batch is ready. Now, these I planted the other day, and we did have a little cold temperature. Temperature dropped really low in like 30s, but it's okay. It will be fine. I'm just gonna change the label to the plastic one, and I will put all of them in a sunny location. So these two are ready. Now I'm gonna do the same with dwarf dahlias. And dahlias are one of my favorite, all-time favorite plants, just like peonies. Can never have enough dahlias in a garden. Okay, so these are bigger seeds. And the good thing is when the color of the seed is different, you can see where you actually putting the seed, and you just want to make sure. You will have to thin them out anyways when they kind of come up, so they're not like overcrowded. So maybe I'll take this one here. Okay. Now I'm gonna cover them up. So it's, you see, it's not that difficult. It's just, and if you have kids, you know, it's a good project to do with kids. If you want to make them busy with something outside, you can do that with children. But also it's a fun way to increase your collection of plants. Now we're gonna water them and pretty much, and label. So that's the idea. I'm gonna go ahead and do that with all of my seeds and plants, but and I will show you in the end. And I also want to show you in the end the little update of the milk jug seeding that we did in February. All right, so this is it. This is all I could plant now. The thing is, I need to find a sunny spot somewhere in the backyard where these seeds can get enough sun access, like full sun, and they can get access to rain when it rains. So now, obviously, you can see my seed box. I still have a ton of seeds. I don't think I'm going to finish my whole box because once this comes up, I need to find a place to plant them too, right? You don't want to overdo it and then sign up yourself for a lot of work. But I think this is enough for this year at least. I feel productive. One thing off my spring to-do list in a garden, and if you haven't done it yet, please go outside and plant something in your garden. All right. I will show you the update. I'm coming. I'll show you the update on the milk jug seed sowing. Thanks for liking and subscribing. I appreciate you all, and leave your comments if you have any questions below. Have a nice day. Bye. So I want to give you a little update on my milk jug seed sowing. So you see, Some of them are already coming up, and this one is aster. Now this is yellow drumstick, and I don't think, let me see. Yeah, it is coming. I just see a few there. Oh, this one is kind of, yep. So this one is Rudbeckia hirta. See, there's something happening. This is, yeah, there's more here. Okay, that's also Rudbeckia. Now this is a snapdragon. This is a pink pampas grass. Can you see that? Okay. Now lobelia. Now this is the most productive. Look at that. All right. I did do more milk jug seed sowing, like I think 2 weeks later after these guys, and they did not come up yet. But be patient if yours didn't show up yet, because they do take time, and it's still a little nights a little cold, at least in our zone. So that's why I kind of even did started late, because I don't want them to be ready and temperatures to be still cold outside. So just continue gardening, friends. Continue creating beauty. Okay, my highlight for today is camellia. I know it's almost end of the season for these guys to bloom, but look at this beauty. Look at the size of the flowers. So if you do need an evergreen in your yard that will all year round stay green, this lush, thick foliage itself provides you a very beautiful look. And then a bloom in winter, you definitely have to consider planting some of these beautiful camellias. And they do have different colors of them. So I have from this red one, I'll probably just pluck it out. So this is kind of red with multiple ruffles, like multi layers. And they have white ones. If you're into pinks, they have pink ones. If you love red, they have red colors. I think it's like ruby. It's called ruby. But it's definitely a very nice plant to consider in your garden. I do have them in the front. Let me show you my other favorite variety, which is pink. This is the pink variety, and the bloom was spectacular. It just, we did get a sudden drop in temperature that you can see that did affect a little bit of the flowers. But still, this is, as you see, light pink, and it's also beautiful, also multiple layers. Look at the number of the blooms you can get. It's just spectacular show for you. And I trained this one. I kind of trimmed down. I need to clear up more. I cut off the branches to kind of give it more like a tree look, because I'm trying to like make it like a tree and then give it the form of like a lollipop. So that's the goal. That's what I'm aiming for, because in this flower bed I just needed a little bit of height of a structure, if you see what I'm talking about, because I do have a second one right there. You see, if I have two of these kind of standing up high, that will look spectacular. And I definitely appreciate this, especially in the winter months, when everything else is kind of bare. These camellias do save the look. All right, that was it for today. Thanks for watching. Go outside and create some beauty.